now accountable for the shit that them niggas did to Nipsey Hussle. I'm holding them niggas accountable for the shit that happened to Big and Pop. I'm holding them niggas accountable for the shit that just happened to Pop Smoke. Like, come on, man. Enough is enough.
But you know,
enough is enough.
But you know, it's bullshit niggas and suckers everywhere, though. We got them in our town, too. Because you think about it, before you was going at Cali, you was going at a lot of dudes in our town. So you already know that shit ain't no Cali shit. That shit is just sucker niggas everywhere.
Yeah, but let me ask you a question, Doggy.
Uh-huh.
When does it get to the point where New York niggas stop checking in? Why do New York niggas, why is it that New York don't make nobody check in? Everybody comes to New York and take a piss and shit wherever they want to and say, fuck us, to keep it moving. But when we go to where they at, we gotta check in. Why is that? That means that we are fucking soft. And nobody respects us.
Out here, though. You know we not unified out here. Everybody, that should be some boroughs. And niggas
that's a fact.
Niggas ain't unified in New York. I think
that shit is. You know what? You know why? Because them niggas out there is fucking grimy. Like I don't never want to be a part of having a nigga like Kendrick Lamar. I would never want to be a part of Kendrick Lamar coming to New York and he get extorted or get murdered because he didn't check in. If Kendrick Lamar came to New York City and niggas killed him because he didn't check in, I'd be the first one looking for the niggas that killed him. Like, nah, that's not happening. But them greasy motherfuckers over there, they don't give a fuck. New York niggas dying left and right, getting robbed left and right, getting extorted left and right. Like, nah, man, I'm sick of this shit. And I'm gonna be the nigga that says enough is enough. I don't even like the fact that Big U went and named his shit checking in. It's basically saying extortion. Fuck that old nigga. God taking too long to bring that nigga to the afterlife. Fuck him. That's how I feel. And may God forgive me for saying this during the month of Ramadan, but I'm tired of them niggas. Nipsey Hussle was about to get disciplined by that old nigga. Nipsey Hussle was old enough to be this nigga's son. You gonna discipline? You gonna DP him?
Muslim, Haz. Big U Muslim, Haz.
Big U ain't no fucking Muslim.
He is Muslim, bro. Big U Muslim.
Muslim don't extort. Allah says in the Quran, oppression is worse than slaughter. To oppress a person is worse than killing them. He was oppressing Nipsey.
And if he was Muslim, his ass wouldn't have been on IG Live on Juma Friday during the prayer.
That's a fact. Yeah, we ain't supposed to do that, bro. But everybody not perfect. Their religion is, bro. Like a lot of people be posting their prayer rugs and all that, and they not supposed to. A lot of people
Listen, man. Extorting your own people, you a devil.
Oh, you right about that. You right.
Listen, I'm saying, let me explain something to you, man. There's millions of rich white people in this world. These niggas are known for extorting and putting the pressure on their own fucking people. These niggas is like, you gonna tell me Nipsey Hussle gonna get beat down? Name one record that this nigga beat down. Name one.
That's gang politics, though. That DP shit.
Man, fuck gang politics, man. Nipsey Hussle. Fuck that. Fuck them. Then fuck them then. Because the reality of it is...
Because the rapper wasn't getting beat up. The dude that's a part of the street organization is. So that ain't had nothing to do with rap.
Man, you know listen, Nipsey dead. Them niggas killed that boy. They killed him. That was a sanctioned fucking hit. Shitty Cuz murdered that boy. They labeled him a fucking rat. The day before he was supposed to meet with the police. Like, yeah, all right. You think you're going to be cutting throats? You think you're going to get them 501c3s? You think you just going to take over this shit right here? Nah. You get too strong. You burning bridges.
But let's look at it, right, Haz? If we look at it, Biggie and Tupac, you know, all that shit federal. All this shit just show you that these shits is federal, and these supposed gangsters, these big homies, work for the fucking Fed. They the goons for the industry. The music industry is the federal industry. Let's keep it real. It's feds in the music industry.
There's feds in every single aspect of Black America, man. Like I keep telling people, I done sat back and watched the feds lock niggas up for an ounce of crack. They sold an ounce of crack in a 2-year span, and niggas get 10 years for an ounce of fucking crack in 2 years. So when you sit up there saying, nah, the feds ain't watching that little dirty nigga, yes, they is. Yes, they is, man. No crime is never too little for the government. There's a police officer to lock you up for jaywalking. There's a police officer. I had a police officer. He walked on the opposite side of a car where I urinated at, saw the ground was wet, and locked me up. Got a disorderly fucking conduct. There's no crime too big for the police, nigga. And this is what people gotta understand. Never listen to a dumb motherfucker that'll tell you the police ain't watching. When they put cameras everywhere. When they created motherfucking COVID apps to watch you. When now the police sit up there telling you they don't even have to run down on you with the stop and frisk. They just wait for you to come outside because they tracking your Instagram.
They got the, yo, Haas, they got the shit where they already know you got a weapon on you. They scanning your shit. So if you even walk around with the gun, they gonna get you that same day or that night.
Because they scanning.
Fact.
The cameras.
But all that shit is that.
Here's the
all
flip
that
side.
shit is, yo, Haas, all that shit is that minority report shit.
But see, here's the flip side, right? You walk around without your shit, and the niggas that just caught you, they won't catch me like that. Even though I ain't got a gun, but I got a slingshot. I got a rubber band that'll shoot my knife right into your forehead. I'm not playing no games with nobody. It is what it is. I could bail out from jail, but you can't bail out from the grave. Fuck all that. I guess me and the maid gonna have to have a conversation. That's the bottom line to that. But yeah, at the end of the day, man, it's time for the new generation to come with new rules. Because these old school rules is played the fuck out. Anytime a black man can't come to another black man town, you gotta check in or we gonna rob you and kill you. The fuck is y'all the new Ku Klux Klan? Fuck you. I'm not checking in with nobody. And if I gotta sit up there and beg a black man to be able to come to his town, I don't want to come to your town. Let me go hang out with the white people. Fuck you, nigga.
Only niggas do that to their own people, guys. Only niggas do that to their own people. They ain't tough, like you said, they ain't tough with their own people. You got these culture votes, the white motherfuckers using the culture, motherfucking getting money, and they breaking bread with these niggas. They ain't extorting them, but motherfuckers want to extort a nigga that's coming out the hood. That'll show you what the fuck time they on.
What y'all think, though? Honestly, you think Big U could be getting a bad rap, though?
I think his right-hand man, Wack 100, said he's the biggest snake that there is. And he's telling it like it is. That nigga's a snake.
Well, you know he was angry because he said it on Clubhouse. He was mad because he got cut out of the podcast. You know, he fucked with Jim Jones, so that bothered him. You know what I'm saying?
He's full of shit. Him and it's crazy how, if you pay attention, Wack 100 and motherfucking Big U decided to do podcasts at the same fucking time. One set of them came to me, the other set came to Jim Jones. That was fucking strategic. Only a blind motherfucker could see that. Big U went to Jim Jones. Wack came over here to me. Bottom line to it is them niggas felt like I was saying and doing too much. Them niggas put an industry hit on me. They put an industry hit on me. That shit is clear as fucking day. That motherfucking Manchurian candidate that shot the train station up, he wasn't lying. He knew what time it is. That was his way of warning the nigga. Nigga, you gonna die by the gang members if you don't kill yourself first. Like, yeah, right, we'll see. I'm not killing myself. And I ain't running either. I'm a fat nigga. I can't run that far.
Cause I never really heard of Big U doing anything to nobody negative. You know what I'm saying? I never heard of that shit before.
No, because fat niggas like him make niggas do it for them. Like in this audio right here, where Wack said that nigga ain't did nothing since the early 80s. Like, yeah, right. He still got the whole fucking Big. Let me tell you something, man. One thing about it, I'm talking the shit that I'm talking. Well, Big U is a dangerous motherfucker. Anybody and everybody that I know that man. I know niggas that done slept in that man's house. That fucks with him like that. That man is a dangerous motherfucker. He is no joke. But he's a greasy motherfucker. Them niggas killed Nip, and I'm sorry. The same way Farrakhan and them niggas did Malcolm X, the same way these niggas did fucking Nip. I'm sorry. The same way Farrakhan sat up there and said out of his mouth that Dr. York is his brother. Dr. York fucking raped millions of fucking kids. R. Kelly still his brother. R. Kelly raped millions of fucking kids. Africa Bambaataa is still his brother. He raped millions of fucking boys. And Eddie Long is still his brother. That motherfucking sickly dickly nigga infested all them young kids and he died. Look at him. He shriveled up right before he died. Like, nah.
Well, you know, I asked about why Farrakhan said that. I asked people of the nation. Now, their defense was, he's still a minister. So, you know, as a minister, you're not allowed to cast people out. You're not allowed to condemn people in that instance. You are supposed to minister them. So his motto is, you could come as you are, but you won't leave like that. Meaning that if you come sick, I'm not going to let you leave sick, if that makes any sense.
Oh, okay. So he can sit up there and get up on the motherfucking panel and call Malcolm X Benedict Arnold and say, so what, we killed our Benedict Arnold, but he gonna sit up there and praise a pedophile? Right.
I get what you're saying.
It's like, come on, man. You gonna sit up there and praise these nasty niggas, but sit up there years later, and sit up there, so what if we killed our Benedict Arnold? So what if we killed Malcolm X? He was a traitor. Like, whoa, this is fucking decades later, 2 decades later. You talking like that? But to sit up there and talk good about a pedophile? When in all actuality, Elijah Muhammad was playing with them young girls and got them pregnant. The proof was in the pudding. Like, nah, man. I'm sorry. I ain't never trying to be nobody's friend like that. We living in a sick world where people pick and choose what rules they're going to apply to their life. Where people can sit up there, it's like, yo, man, a nigga that molested the whole family will get an invite to Thanksgiving dinner. Before a nigga like me, oh, I don't like that nigga. His hand too big. Or I don't like that nigga. He got all these subscribers. Who he think he is? Like, man, listen. You know the crazy part about it is I hit 400,000 subscribers, and the majority of people who sat up there and said congratulations to me was motherfuckers that I didn't know. Like, yo, Hans, you got 400,000 new subscribers. Where was the fucking people that I helped?
You know you preaching to the choir right now, so you know I already know that situation.
Niggas will sit up, yo, and it's crazy because niggas will sit up there and ask you to pay their rent, all types of shit like that, and it's like, yo, but you ain't gonna support my videos and you ain't gonna support me, right? Because you hate to see me win. So the next time you motherfuckers ask me for something, watch how I sit up there and cry like, yo, IRS came and got me. I ain't got nothing left. Yeah, right. When you see me get money in my super chat, yeah, I be getting a lot of money in my super chat. They took that too. As soon as I got it, they took it. Don't ask me for shit. Niggas can't wait to see you fail.
That's true.
They can't wait to see you fail. I ain't gonna even lie. One part of me be feeling like sometimes it's disappearing. It's disappearing because it's like, yo, our people is fucking ungrateful and we lost. And to see, it's like you put a bullseye on your head from the powers that be and your own people because people don't want change.
You know, a lot of people don't really understand because they caught up in this matrix of lies and front. You know what I'm saying? So with this shit, people don't understand the sacrifices because the only thing they see is the reward, but they don't know the risk. You know what I'm saying? They think it's easy. So like even when people say, yo, you only got 230,000 subscribers. I'm like, only? Like, that shit ain't a little bit. You understand what I'm saying? And forget that I got 4 pages, and every last one of them got 100,000. You know what I'm saying?
So part of your doggy. Mm-hmm. When I will never forget when I got 8,000 subscribers. Motherfuckers was like, yo, you big.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I am? I didn't know how to take that. I got 8,000, I'm big? Then I turned around and I looked at your platform you, Sonetta, and all the dudes that was like really, really doing mics on. I'm like, nah, those guys are big. Mm-hmm. But the reality of it is, when you got as many subscribers as you got, it's like people don't even have stores to have that many customers.
That's true.
With the kind of platforms that we have, is great responsibility.
Yep.
It's great responsibility. And me personally, I'm embarrassed that I got caught up in this situation, but at the same time, I felt like certain things needed to be said. Wack pushed the line, and I had to push back. I was not going to let him do me like he did Beanie Siegel. He wasn't going to do me like he set up and did Kanye West. He wasn't going to do me like he did, like How You Hear, him dragging T.I. You was Game doing business with T.I. So if you feel like that about T.I., the Game feel the same way. Why is Game smiling in this space? Y'all niggas the same niggas. You good cop, bad cop, both of them niggas.
Well, I knew once he said you got fucking ass. I knew it was over right there, because I know that shit is triggering for you, just me knowing you. You know what I'm saying? And then at the same time, even in anger sometimes, even when I'm pissed off, even when I'm mad, I still could be empathetic to even my ops sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Because once you say certain shit, and once you go a place, there's no coming back from that shit. Like, we can't even be cool. We can't even be friends no more. You know what I'm saying? So I knew that was pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? But we just had a time right now where I don't think he has that much power in the West Coast, where the West Coast comrades, or because they not even really riding with him like that. So that's why I don't say the West Coast. I say him. You know what I'm saying? I say him. If the issues with him, and what you're saying about California, yeah, it's been, some shit. But look how they do their own. Nipsey wasn't killed in New York. He was killed in Cali. Slim 400, rest in peace to them guys. But they was killed on their own turf. You know what I'm saying? So, it's a lot of politics out there in the streets that we don't have, because, one, we live in a fucking police state. Two, niggas film every fucking thing, and even they murders was filmed. It's just that them niggas won't tell. You know what I'm saying? Out here, I don't know what the fuck happened to our town. Niggas just talk too fucking much now. You know what I'm saying? Niggas talk too much, and I'm not even condoning violence or death or anything like that, but shit be happening. You know what I'm saying? Especially on these apps, the way niggas be talking to niggas, it's like, yo, you can't talk to a man a certain way. Because the shit that I hear so much on this shit is, yo, suck my dick. I'm like, whoa. Like, I never even heard that shit that much in my life. And the niggas who I seen say that shit, I seen niggas get their fucking head blown off and get knocked the fuck out for saying that shit. So we just in a different time. So I just learned to adapt to the time. Like, yo, it's just certain shit I just ain't fucking with. You know what I'm saying? Because this shit just is going to go bad. And you got to think, you and him had discourse. Y'all was in public. Y'all saw each other. Y'all rocked. Y'all spoke on the phone. But it was this Clubhouse shit that changed the course of y'all relationship. You know what I'm saying? It was Clubhouse. It wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Y'all might have had a little tension, little situation. But Clubhouse, this shit changed our relationship. And this is where it got the most disrespectful. And that shit was just kind of crazy for me. And it's like, I'm starting to see people doing shit on Clubhouse for content, because everything is being recorded. You know what I'm saying? So depending on what you said and how you said it, these niggas right now down below recording. You know what I'm saying? Recording, and they going to spin it how they want to spin it. They going to title it how they want to title it. And then some people not used to seeing their names in title. If you go right now, it's 500 videos about Hassan Campbell. Negative. If you go right now on YouTube, I don't got 500, but I probably got a good 50 negative videos about me. So I'm used to niggas talking shit. Some of these people on here is not used to it, so they feel like they got to come back on Clubhouse to get their get back. I see certain rooms, I just don't go in the room because I don't fuck with niggas in there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going in there to listen. I'm not going in there to get on this whatever this stage shit is, to argue with people. Nah. Anytime I was in a room and I had a negative discourse with somebody, I got pinged to the room, and that person came in, or I was already in the room and they came in. But other than that, I don't go to rooms where niggas is at. Even nigga could make a whole room talking shit about me. I still ain't going in there. Y'all niggas talk whatever the fuck y'all want. You know what I'm saying? But I know a lot of people want to know, okay, y'all at this point, the pimple burst. Now what? You understand what I'm saying? And I'm not saying, okay, yeah, now what? Y'all gonna shake? Y'all gonna no. Like at what point? All right, enough of this shit. We moving past it. Like, do you release all the audio? Do you have the whole audio on your Patreon, or you got a portion?
Nah, I've been putting up pieces. I'm waiting for the nigga to knock my page down so I can really come at him. Because he think this shit is a game. He got to understand, son. I don't have none of that shit on my YouTube. My Patreon is small. The platforms that's been taking my shit off of my Patreon is small. He fuck around and he play with me. He'll see. I didn't knock my page down. See, the bottom line to it is like, yo, this nigga is supposed to be a fucking gangster. He's so scared of what I have on my fucking phone that he's threatening to use a legal team to take my fucking page down, when yet this nigga sat up there and blackmailed the fuck out of Kanye West. Yeah, we got the tape. Soon as Kanye got that tape back, Game got a song with Kanye. Soon as he got the tape back, Game sit up there talking about Kanye made him richer than he's ever been, because that's what he meant when he sat up there and said that his life been so much better since he met Kanye, because Kanye is a fucking 9-time billionaire. Them niggas extorted that nigga. They greasy motherfuckers. And I know how to read in between the line. I hope and pray that God reward them niggas for the evil that they're doing. I don't want to squash nothing with that faggot ass nigga. He don't deserve to squash nothing. Them niggas is evil. They should be ran off the face of the fucking earth. Game is an evil nigga, and Wack is an evil nigga. Game thought that he was going to show 50 Cent just how strong he was when 50 told him that nigga not down with my label no more. So he went to that radio station with a crew of niggas, and 50 showed him, nah, nigga, I done got shot 9 times. Y'all niggas ain't going to do it again. And them gunshots started going. Game is a greasy nigga. All them niggas is greasy niggas. I don't want to be friends with a greasy nigga. You can't squash nothing with the CIA. If I would have made it out to California and met up with motherfucking Wack, I would have made it back home in one piece. Them niggas was going to do me dirty. Wack sat up there and told everybody on Clubhouse that his whole intentions was to size me up and line me up to make his podcast pop. There's no turning back from that. I already knew. I felt like, come on, man. How you sit up there telling me, yo, we doing you a favor. You ain't doing me a fucking favor. My subscribers didn't grow from all of this drama. Why? Because YouTube put a cap on me. Academics keep saying on his podcast that Hassan Campbell is a conspiracy theorist. When you tell YouTube that another YouTuber is a conspiracy theorist, you will lose your fucking platform. These niggas is not slick. I went on Academics the first time. After I went on Academics and I spoke on Academics, my views went down. It didn't go up. My subscribers went down, then they went back up because YouTube took subscribers from me. What the fuck does that tell you? Hey, I am the most controversial nigga in the country right now. My name is ringing over all of these situations that's going on with the baby, everybody else. This was the biggest situation with me, Wack, Tekashi. And you gonna tell me that my subscribers only jumped a couple of thousand?
Yo, Hassan,
I was already at 400,000.
Yo, Hassan, hold on real quick, cause we gotta get these shares up. Yo, it's 80 shares in here, man. There's 423 people in here. We should at least have 100 to 200 shares, my nigga. Like, get them shares, them ping up. You know, do what the fuck you gotta do, but make sure y'all click the greenhouse at the top. Got it Game 5.0. Follow the moderators. Follow Hassan. Follow myself. Lucky Lefty. Follow the page and everything, and make sure y'all share the room, man. Share this fucking room and ping up to the top. Hassan, you got the
Share the room and don't get up to 100 shares.
Yeah, so that's my whole thing right there, man. That nigga told, like, I would have never put that footage out. Like I said, I'm going to say it again for all y'all people that just came in the room. Me and Doggy Diamonds that had a few little situations with each other. And never will you ever hear me play a recording with me and Doggy Diamonds. It just say, like, I done fell out with mad niggas. You never heard a recording. That nigga had to be recorded. And I don't care what nobody else say. This shit ain't about us battling for egos. This is about this nigga making fun of child molestation. There are victims all over the world that's watching me, that's watching how I handle this situation. And it's like sitting up there having the bully and a bully parent. Your child sitting up there watching you go approach the bully's parent and that bully. And them motherfuckers, you have to chin check them to show your child, I got your back. Them niggas is bullies. The whole fucking East Coast is praising me. The whole East Coast. Nigga, I had to hold my city out. Nobody else would do it. They let this nigga run around and drag everybody. Fuck Wack. Hold that out, nigga. I don't want to squash nothing with him. All he got to do is stay where he at. I ain't coming to look for him. You ain't got to come look for me. That's the bottom line. Stay the fuck where you at. You fucking agent. Nigga, you government. If you ain't government, you the devil.
Have you spoken 6ix9ine since all of this happened?
6ix9ine called me. He called me. He called me one time and he was like, yo, you know what I mean? He just spoke positive. But the reality of it is, my whole thing is, I feel like 6ix9ine knew what time it was with Wack. I feel like there's a good possibility academics knew what time it was with Wack. Now, am I 100% sure? No. But at the end of the day, I ain't fussing about it because God had me. Because the reality of it is, I was going to go by myself, but it was like, yo, something just didn't feel right. Absolutely didn't feel right. And his stupid ass, he moved so sloppy and he talks so much. And see, Wack, what Wack don't understand is, if I would have went there with just my driver or maybe even my wife, and he would have pressed me or swung on me, he don't understand that he would have died. And then from there, it would have been like the headlines would have said, Hassan Campbell snapped. Nigga, I'm worse than shitty cuz. Once you put your hands on me, you're not going to live. If you do live, you're going to the hospital. The ER is going to pump your chest. I don't know what people people keep thinking that I'm just this fucking YouTuber. No, when you put your hands on me, I'm like that nigga you see in a movie where he sat up there, he told you I got a special set of skills. I got a special set of skills. I got this one finger. Like when I play with that one finger, like I'm playing with a clitoris, I will tear your face off. And that's it. Bottom line to it.
So the temperature going there was y'all was just going to do a show, right?
Yo, when I left there, I felt like that was the most dumbest interview I ever did, but I still feel like I had a good time. I felt like that was the most ignorant interview. I couldn't even understand the interview. That was the most embarrassing as far as conversation. I feel like I could spar with some of the most intellectual dudes, and if I can, I know when to shut the fuck up. That shit was confusion. Because every time I tried to talk, all Wack did was just try to talk over me and change the conversation, or saying, oh, you a snitch too. Like, nigga, this is dumb conversation, because he wanted to beat me in an ignorant conversation, not realizing that most of my followers that I have is not dumb motherfuckers. And Tekashi's not a dumb nigga. But Wack is looking for a dumb crowd. He's looking for an immature crowd. So that's how he's playing it.
Hey, yo, Oz.
That was a small move. You went over there deep.
Yeah. Yo, hold on, Mike. Yo, let me ask you a question, Oz. How you felt about that, the joint with Tekashi giving the money away, Oz?
I feel like Tekashi is showing you good versus evil. He's doing wrong thing, and now he's balancing the scales.
Fact.
And I feel like I went to talk to Danny and not Tekashi 6ix9ine. Wack didn't want me to talk to Danny because Wack knows that he can't flow on a spiritual realm the way that I flow. He doesn't have that in him. He's an ignorant nigga. So every time I tried to speak life, when I called Tekashi 6ix9ine a king, even my big bro sat up there and said, I disagree with that. I understand where they was coming from, but at the same time, they didn't understand where I was coming from. And at that moment when Tekashi pulled up on that family that was living in that shack and he gave them that money, he showed and proved to himself and to them he is a ruler over the land. And he could cause blessings on them. Every king is not a good king. And when niggas be sitting up there calling each other kings and queens, like, stop playing yourself. You fucking broke. You are poor. You are not a king. That don't mean that you can't be a great person. You are not a king. Kings are rulers. Kings have powers and position. Nigga, you a carpenter. Stay that way. You are an electrician. Stay that way. You are not a fucking king. Tekashi's nigga 6ix9ine has the power to be a king. He's ruling over your children, the little niggas, not the Mexicans. That makes you a king. You sitting up there walking outside and niggas kicking you in your ass, you're not a king. You're a victim. Play your position. The same way niggas gotta understand something. Motherfucker, if you sell crack, even if you make it up to having a key, you are not a gangster. You're a fucking thug. You're a hustler. In order for you to become a gangster, you have to rise up to the status of niggas like Nicky Barnes or motherfucking Fat Cat, or better yet, you gotta be like go to the white gangsters.
You talking about like John Gotti and them niggas? You know, Lucky.
You gotta reach it. You gotta reach Gotti. You gotta reach the level of the real gangsters. Gangsters created the Apollo. You see what I'm saying? Gangsters run an organization. You're not a fucking gangster if you're one nigga and two niggas and y'all selling crack. Nigga, you a fucking stick-up kid or a drug dealer. You're not a motherfucking gangster. Gangsters are organized.
Right.
Gangsters are organized where they have a whole movement. Gangsters create businesses and gangsters run number holes. You understand? That's a whole movement right there. These niggas be having shit confused. They think because they selling crack in a motherfucking trap house playing fucking Fetty Wap. She's my crack queen. I'm gonna be my bad. What the fuck out of here, nigga?
I just want to say this, Haas, because I be talking about this a lot on the platform, man, and I be telling dudes, man, you know, everybody want to talk about street code, but nobody playing by the street code rule. Everybody want to sleep with niggas' wives. Nobody want to give money back to a nigga family when they locked up. You know, nobody want to do what real gangsters supposed to do. If we living by a frivolous code that's supposed to stand for something. Everybody want to be like mafia dudes, but don't play by mafia rules. And that's how I feel.
No. Mafia's is the grimiest nigga. Don't get that fucked up.
No. I know that, doggy. Yeah. I know that. What I'm saying is, doggy. If they gonna rule their life, because we gotta understand, street culture ain't black culture, doggy. It's a culture that we adapted to out of circumstances to be rebellious. But street culture ain't black culture, and a lot of these dudes been trying to perpetuate this culture still to these days. You know what I'm saying? Even though you got all these laws, the Patriot Act, all type of shit, the Rockefeller drug law, all type of laws,